let's not keep the people waiting, C Rob. Let's go ahead and start the show, family.
Mogul, you send me a clip, bro. I had the woman's name written down, but I misplaced my notes.
Right,
A lady that was an assistant principal in Dallas. I think her name is, I'm not going to mispronounce her name.
right.
Her eye was messed up, Mogul. Let me just give a little backstory on
That
this.
joke was more than messed up.
Yeah, I felt, man, my heart went out to her, man.
Yeah.
And I have some experience here, bro.
Right.
Assistant principal. The teacher in the behavior class called for backup. This assistant principal went into that classroom, bro. A child was in there holding his or her head who had been assaulted. The principal attempted to de-escalate the situation, talking calmly, just trying to calm everything down. That student threw a chair at her. The assistant principal caught the chair. Give me that. She caught the chair. The student threw another chair, Mogul. She blocked it with that chair. But then something crazy happened, bro. A wooden hanger came flying out of nowhere, hit the assistant principal in the eye. The assistant principal called her husband, like, hey, man, you got to come get me. I'm bleeding crazy. I believe she had to be rushed to the hospital.
Right.
And we find out that this assistant principal will now have permanent damage or permanent blindness in her eye, bro.
Right.
I work in the school system, so I'm gonna go last on this one.
You got her eyeball got knocked out the socket.
Yeah.
You don't miss that part.
Yeah.
Her eyeball got knocked out of her eye socket.
Yeah. And thank God the doctors were able to reattach it.
Right.
But Mogul, I work in the school system, so I'm gonna answer last on this one. I want to hear from you, man. Just hearing that story, listening to that woman speak. Where did that take you, bro?
So obviously when I saw the story, and obviously, I live in Dallas now, so just to see that it's right in the backyard, something like this happened. Number one, first of all, when I saw her eye, I thought she actually, like a student actually punched her in her eye at first, right? So I was like, damn, but then obviously you told the back end of the story, pause of what happened. A couple of things came to mind. Number one is this. Where's cops? Aren't there cops at school? Aren't there security guards at school?
Yes, and especially in high schools. It seems like this was a high school.
Right. So why is an assistant? My first thought is, why is an assistant principal being called to break up a fight? Being a woman, especially, right? Instead of actually the cop or security guard. That was like my second thing. That was my first thing, right? My second thing was this, man. Ain't enough money in the world, bro. Ain't enough money in the world if that was my wife or if that was me in that situation. That kid is going to walk away and no bodily harm no happen. Now I know this is a student. I know teachers aren't supposed to fight students, but god damn that. You knock my eyeball out my socket, bro, you losing an eye too. What the old saying go? An eye for an eye. Like it's an eye for an eye. So like that's just like the honest side of me. Is like, bro, there's no way you're gonna walk away without a messed up eye, broken teeth, busted lip. It's no way, man. That lady on that video, C-Rob, it honestly was like cringe looking at that lady talk and looking at her eye. I'm like, damn, what the hell is wrong with these kids, man? So for me, that was like my second thought, like eye for eye. And then my third thing is this, man. Schools got to do better, bro. These schools got to do better with the level of protection that they give not only these teachers, but also these executive leaderships as far as principals and all that. Like, they have to do better. These kids are wilding, fam. And it's no point for you trying to go to school to educate somebody badass child. And they around here knocking eyeballs out the eye socket. It's not even worth it, bro. No amount of money is worth that, man.
Mogul, I work in the school system. That class that teacher called for assistance in, I work in those type of classes, bro. I work
Right.
in nothing but behavior. When I was on regular school campuses, I worked in the behavior
Right.
class. Now I work at a behavior school.
Right.
Stuff like this, not to that extent, but stuff like this happens on a regular, Mogul. A few shows ago, I told you I would press charges on a child. It, it,
Right.
it, 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 it was funny, maybe the way I said it, it was funny, but I was extremely serious, Mogul. You're not going to put me in a position, pause, to where I don't come home to my family the same way I left.
Right.
Especially if you know better. Now, behavior unit or behavior class, that is usually special ed students. And I know a lot of times when people hear special ed, they may think that students are in a wheelchair or students are or students are
Mentally slow a little bit.
have an intellectual ability.
Right.
That's not always the case. Under special ed, under special ed, you can be ED, emotionally disturbed.
Hold on, my
A
boy.
lot of the kids,
Hold on,
a lot of
Zero.
the
My bro Sam said, "What's the top?" Yo, Sam, we talking about a teacher. That we the viral video of a teacher who got her eyeball socket knocked out by one of her students trying to break up a fight. This lady, this assistant principal, got her eyeball knocked out. So we talking that because my guy C-Rob, he's actually a teacher in that same system.
Now, a lot of the kids that are in these behavior units are emotionally disturbed.
Right.
They're able to, some of them are really smart. They can do everything a normal student can do, but they're emotionally disturbed.
Right.
Mogul, every day I go to work, it's a possibility of something like this happening. Kids swinging on us, and we got to figure it out. Today, Mogul, I had to go to work, and a kid was running at this woman teacher trying to punch her. Now, the kids my size are bigger. I had to wrestle with him till we got up out of there. I'm out of breath, and once he came to, we're able to talk and we're able to work our way through. Yeah, absolutely, Mogul. This is normal. This is normal, Mogul. This is normal. But I will say this, Mogul. In situations like that, the first thing I thought about when you shared this story with me was, why was this woman walking into this unit? Me as a man, anytime I'm working at the school, at a behavior school, I let the women know, hey, if there's any issues, call on the radio, and I myself or another man will show up. Once we show up, I need you to get out the way because I'm better equipped to deal with this. I have over 10 years of experience as a teacher doing this. Not only 10 years as a teacher, 4 years as like an assistant. So I'm very well equipped. Mogul, I'm not coming to work in a suit. Nah, fam,
Right.
hey man, it's Nike dry fit, golf pants to where I could move around, and I got Air Max on.
Right.
When I approach a situation, I'm always on guard. I'm not walking blindly into these situations. Mogul, these kids kick, they spit, they punch, and when they see red, they trying to knock your head off, bro.
Right.
I
It's
don't
not
care.
funny, but it's. I'm
No,
not
no,
trying
this
to
is
laugh.
real. This is real, Mogul.
Right.
I don't care
Right.
how cool these guys are with you. When they
Right.
see red, hey man, they're not worried about your safety, bro.
But let me ask this: where's the security? Y'all don't have security in these schools or in these classes that you
I'm
can
glad.
call on?
I'm
Like, I
glad.
mean, where's the security?
I'm glad you asked this, Mogul. In my district, in the district I work in, the superintendent made sure, since all the unfortunate school shootings and everything, the superintendent made sure that every campus has an armed police officer, not security, an armed police officer. But watch this, Mogul. When the special ed students get active, the police officers, the armed police officers, cannot get physically involved, Mogul.
Right.
They cannot be physical. They could be around to make sure things don't get too crazy. But with the trained special ed professionals, we are the ones that are to de-escalate that situation and calm the situation.
So so
Yes, sir.
so in order for you guys to de-escalate it, you basically have to get dirty. So that means you have to, like you said, wrestle a kid. Do you ever have to potentially fight a kid if need be? And are
No,
you allowed to fight the kid if need be?
no, sir.
Hold on.
No,
So
sir.
you mean to tell me if you're breaking up a fight and this kid punched you dead in the mouth, got you gushing blood, you can't hit this kid back if he's continuing to try to
No,
fight you?
sir. No, sir.
Better
If I want to,
better
if
than me,
I
C-Rob. I can't do
no,
it.
no, no. If I want to keep my certification, I can't do it. But
So
mogul,
even in self-defense, you can't protect yourself
we're
and fight back.
no, no,
Okay,
no.
let me take it a step further. What if the kid got a knife or something?
Now that's a different story. We haven't been told what to do in that situation, but you got to get home, bro. You got to get home.
But but
But outside,
but that's even more interesting. Where's the training at for you guys in case something like that happens?
okay, that's good. That's good. That's something that needs to be addressed. That's great. That's a great question. But
Yeah,
mogul,
even um Tarleton said, "Wow, like that's crazy, bro."
so mogul, in any other situation that's not as drastic as a kid bringing a gun or a knife, we're trained to restrain the student. Okay, so if a kid swung on me yesterday, bro. Kid swung on me yesterday. As soon as he swung, but because
Did
mogul, I go into
he
these
connect?
punches in the arm, mogul,
Oh, okay.
punches in the arm. But I'm trained
Boy,
to
Sam, I can't. Sam, I agree with you, bro. I can't
now,
keep it up.
now I'm trained to see this stuff coming a mile away. I let him get a few punches off, and then I caught them arms, restrained them, and now I'm walking. Now you going wherever I want you to go. You going wherever I want you to
But,
go, and I'm not letting you go until you
but
come.
see, right, I understand that, but at the same time, anything can happen. Let's say, for example, you got a special need kid, right?
Yeah,
Who's 6'4", 220 pounds.
that's a
You ain't restraining him, bro.
that's a huge boy. Pause.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you ain't restraining him. So if he trying to beat your ass, you mean to tell me you got to sit there and take
No,
it?
I'm getting out the way. I don't have to stay there, mogul. I don't have to. Mogul, I'm not staying there. I'm not staying there, mogul. Hey, I'm fast. At 40, I can still run. You going if you want me, you gotta come get me. Come get me. No, no.
Okay.
That's nuts. No.
So who's stopping that boy then?
He gonna have to get tired. He gonna have to stop himself. He gonna have to stop himself.
Nah,
Now,
man.
not
The
mogul.
school system got to do better, dog. They got
It
to do
is.
better to protect y'all, man. That's
But
ridiculous, bro.
but mogul, here's the thing. In a situation like that, bro, it's a unit that comes in. It's not one person, bro. If it's something I can handle myself, I got it. But if I need help, bro, we have radios. I'm calling for
Right.
backup, bro.
Right. No,
Like even
you gonna have to call for more than backup. You better get somebody in there that's gonna tase that boy or something.
nah, you can't, bro. No,
Man,
sir.
fuck,
No, this is
fuck
good.
that, C-Rob.
No. Special ed students are backed by federal law, bro. And in their paperwork, if they have physical aggression, you have to deal with the physical aggression. That's why we can't get the policeman involved unless it gets to a point where it's out of where it gets to a point where it's out of order. And even once it gets to a point where it's out of order, if you do something that are outside of the bounds of restraint, they can take you to court, bro. So in a situation like that, you just have to figure out, is this something worth fighting for in court?
Okay, but then again, let's say I gave you the situation with the kid, right? You say like, yo, this is out of my control. I'm not dealing with it. And then this kid just goes hard crazy and start beating up other students and all that. How do y'all restrain this? Like, that's my question. How do y'all stop that? And then, are you held accountable for not being able to stop it? Is that
We can only do what we can do, bro. Cause even I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, bro. even them restraints
My
are, some
boy
of them are,
Sam, my boy Sam say, is it because the school can get sued?
yes, yes, yes. But, yes, 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 yes.
There you go.
Mogul. It's certain ways I have to restrain the way I was trained to restrain, bro. In restraining that, I can still get kicked. I got your arms, I got this kid's arms, but I can still get kicked.
Okay, so
But
so there is training for y'all then.
yeah, yeah, yes. I walk around with a blue card, bro. I have a blue card that says I can physically restrain a student if that student gets violent, bro. If that student is trying to leave the building, which puts himself in harm, if he's getting physically aggressive, or if he's trying to destroy school property, I can restrain him as a special ed employee with this blue card. Yes.
Okay, so when you so let's say you restrain them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess the definition of restraining is maybe like you said, giving them a bear hug, throw them on the ground, right?
Can't throw him on the ground.
Huh?
Can't throw. Mogul. Yeah, yeah.
So you
I can't throw.
you gotta
Mogul.
literally hold somebody or hold a student until they calm down.
Yes. Yes.
And then,
Mo,
so what happens as soon as you let them go and they start going crazy again?
you got to restrain him again.
Oh hell
Yeah,
nah,
it's
C-Rob.
crazy. And Mogul.
Oh hell nah,
Yeah.
bro.
Every time I restrain a kid, I have to call the parent, let the parent know I restrained them, and I have to send paperwork. I have to fill out paperwork and send
Oh, it's like
paperwork to that parent.
you're a cop.
Nah, it's not.
I mean,
Nah, you're not a cop,
no, I'm
bro.
not saying like it's the
Yeah.
same comparison, but at the same time, that's what cops do. Like if they have to do any type of physical harm, restraint, or anything, they got to write up paperwork.
Yeah. Cause, bro, you grabbing on somebody's kid, bro.
Right.
Absolutely. Now, here's the thing, Mogul. A lot of the parents, they're okay with it because they know their child, bro. My kid is at this school for a reason, bro. So I get it. Sometimes you're gonna have to restrain them. When I write out in the paperwork, now watch this, Mogul. Our first move isn't restraint. I have to verbally try to calm you down. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Working in special ed is one of the reasons I think I'm emotionally sound today. Cause
You gotta have patience.
I have to come at a situation with my words, bro.
Right.
I have to try to talk you off the ledge first before it gets physical.
That's fair.
Getting physical is the last resort, bro.
That's fair.
Getting physical is the last resort. I have to come into this situation and, hey, man, look, just take a walk with me. Let's forget about all this that's going on. Just take a walk with me or come sit in my room. If I have a personal relationship with the student, hey, Mr. Such and Such, I'm going to take him for the next hour. I got it. Please, just let me get him. Because if I don't get him, he going to tear this joint up. I know him. Let me get him out the way.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay.
I have to physically, yeah.
That's like I've known you damn near my whole life, and I obviously know what you do, but I never know the details of how restrictive your job is when it comes to these kids. Let's see. That's why these kids are acting like they are because it ain't fair. There's no fair.
True story.
That's what you're trying to say. That's true, and I believe that. Okay, so let's get back to this topic there. So with that principle, right? In a situation like that, how does what happens to the student? Number one, that's the first part of my question, and then number two, what does the principal do going forward, or
This
what
is
can
good.
the principal do going forward?
So based off of my experience, Mogul, she can press charges on that student. And knowing what I know, I mean, looking at how severe that situation is, I guarantee you she's going to press charges.
Right.
Now, again, Mogul, if this student has special ed paperwork that said this student has physical aggression and
She can't do shit.
this student is under 17 or under 18 or under 22, because in special ed, you can stay in school until you're 22. It's a high chance, Mogul. I can't
So
guarantee
you mean to tell me if that's the case, this principal is for to walk around looking like what's my nigga from Immature that had the patch around his eye for the rest of his life? She for to walk around looking like that and nothing can happen. She can't do nothing about it.
So I'm gonna say this: she won't. I don't know what can happen to the child. That child may get away with it. But on her end, I know like at my school, if I was to get physically hurt to where, I was kind of out of there, I could get paid for up to 2 years and be at the house. But in
Bruh,
her situation,
she literally is blind in one eye.
okay, so that's what I'm saying. I think her situation is different, bro. She might get paid for the rest of
Can
her
she
life, bro.
can she sue the school?
I believe so.
I would
I've
sue the
never seen
shit
it
out
done
of the
before,
school.
but I believe so.
That school would, boy, I would sue that school till that school would have me being retired.
That school is liable, bro. Absolutely.
Because there was no safety protection for her. Like, where was this? Okay, so let me ask this. This is my last question on this. Sam, I just asked the same question. Can she sue the school? He said, yeah.
Absolutely.
Sam, me and you on point, bro. Uh, uh, Let me ask this. So, why aren't there security guards in schools? Okay, I get there's an armed police officer, but why aren't there security guards itself in schools to help with situations like this?
But okay, so here's what I'm gonna say, Mogul. I can only speak from my district. In my district, there are no longer security guards because they want armed policemen. And Mogul, even when there were security guards, they couldn't do no more than the policemen, bro. So you rather have a policeman on the campus.
So basically, a policeman is only there in case there is a school shooting and you have to take a suspect down. Because what else is the policeman there for? They can't. If they can't touch the student, it don't sound like they can arrest the student. Like what else is the policeman there for literally school shootings?
Or if like a kid brings drugs to school or something. But I'm saying hey man. Nah, man, if a kid brings drugs to school, that kid needs to be dealt with, bro. Absolutely.
Man, kids
absolutely
smoking weed in school forever. That ain't nothing for them to go to jail over, bro.
I'm talking about pills and all that, bro. When my kid gets to high school, middle school, elementary school that she's in now, if a kid comes in there with pills or whatnot, I need an officer to remove that kid, bro. Real talk.
But
you not.
An officer can remove. This is crazy, and I'm not saying that's not important, but an officer can move a kid for having pills, but let that kid be picking up a chair and throwing it at people and almost killing people, but the officer can't remove them.
Mogul. No.
I mean, make it make sense. Am I wrong or am I right?
You're 100% right. But there are people on the campus to deal with stuff like that, bro.
But y'all can't do shit. Y'all can do shit.
Bro, a girl picked up a chair yesterday. Bro, these kids pick up chairs every day, bro. I'm saying this assistant principal, she shouldn't have been the one to deal with that. I have multiple questions. Did this principal have a relationship with the school? With this child? Why was she the one to go in? Did she think like, no, I know him, let me go talk to him?
Right. My brother Sam said, I feel for y'all, man. Is it worse now or back then is my question.
Sam, way worse now. These kids have no respect, bro. These kids have no respect. And the parents ain't doing nothing about it. Bro, I call parents and be like, hey, I had to restrain your child. Your child got physically aggressive and started swinging on me. Now, I let the kid get a few punches off. I tried to talk to him, but he kept on swinging, so I had to restrain him. A lot of these parents' response be like, okay.
Right.
Fam, your child just swung on me, and all you have to say is okay. But if I respond in a manner that you feel is inappropriate, now I'm called to the carpet. It's way worse today, bro.
I hate to ask this question, man, but I gotta ask it because this is what our show is about. What's the demographic of most of these kids that got behavior issues?
Black and Hispanic. Yeah, Black and Hispanic. It's not just it's not majority black. It's Black and Hispanic. But see, this is where I know a lot of people say, man, I wouldn't be a teacher. I wouldn't blah, blah, blah. But this is where a black man like myself has value. And now they got to throw that paper at me, because when a black man comes into these special ed units or works as a special ed student, we get more respect than anybody else on the campus, bro.
Why is that? Is it the stereotype because you're black and you can be this, and they look at you as the superior or stronger guy or whatever? Like, what is it? Why is it that black men get the most respect and feels like this?
That, and we're relatable, bro. We're relatable. I come in, bro. I'm in decent shape. I wear Air Max. I'm a
Bro,
kid will look at me
my
like,
God,
oh, he's
you
cool.
weigh like 135
No,
pounds, dog.
no, sir. 190. 190. 190.
Who
190.
190?
190.
You ain't 190,
What?
bro. Stop it.
Bet I'll send you a picture, bro. Pause.
I'm
Pause.
190. There's no way you're 190.
Get on the scale again. Get on the scale again, bro.
Rizzle, you ain't 190, bro.
I jumped on the scale. It said 190. I couldn't believe it.
Your scale ain't working, fam. That's
multiple scales.
You got to get a new scale. How long you had that scale?
Scales.
You had that scale since 2002, didn't you?
No. I jumped on the scale, bro. 190. I couldn't believe it. So I had the nurse take a picture of it, bro. I'm going to send you the picture, bro. Pause.
Rizzle, you mean to tell me you weigh as much as I weigh, Rizzle?
You might weigh more, bro.
I weigh myself every morning. See, Ron, I just stepped on 190, fam. I'm trying to lose weight.
Hey, man, get your weight up. Get your weight up, bro. Get your weight up, bro.
See, Ron, you don't weigh 190, bro. I would give you 175, 180.
Nope.
No way you're 190, fam.
I'm going to send you the picture, bro. Pause. And the good thing about iPhone.
Walk around here with like a pot belly or something, but it's no way, bro.
No. 190, bro. But nah, bro.
You're right.
The kids respect, but you don't have to be a big guy, bro. If you walk in and it's the way you carry yourself, bro.
No, for sure.
And the kids respect it. Because I go in and I let the kids know in so many words, I let them know that I'm not scared of you, bro. You might scare like other women teachers, or you may scare like other men that aren't black, but I don't fear you, bro. So
right.
Whatever you feel like you need to do it, and I'm gonna do what I have to do.
Right.
And everything's gonna be fine. But I guarantee you I'm going home.
Right.
That's man. Man, shout out, man. My heart goes out to that assistant principal.
For sure.
I had her name written in my notes. I misplaced my notes. I pray she gets everything she's asking for. And I pray her sight comes back in that eye, bro, because that's a horrible. I couldn't imagine that being like my mother or my wife or my child.
Yeah, I was say that couldn't be my wife, bro. That could not. Listen, man. As a husband, your main job is the number one thing for you is protect your family. It's no way. Even as a husband, I would have to sit her down and be like, "Yo, is this what you want to do?
Yeah.
Do you want to go back and do this? What if you lose your other eye? Like that? That's how I'm thinking going forward. Like, fam, like this, I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to. It won't sit right with me, bro.
I would make an executive decision. You're not, number one, you're not going back to do this because they're going to pay you for the rest of your life. And number two, you're just not going back to do this.
Right.
Deal with it. Find another career path.
Right.
But, man, shout out to that sister, man. Mogul. It's this therapist. I believe her name is Dr. Bryant, man. I've been seeing clips of her, bro. She was on Cam Newton's show. She was also on Nick Cannon's show. And from what I've seen, bro, she low-key been cooking them. And she was talking about I wish I had my notes in front of me.
Yeah, let me go ahead and introduce her because I'm familiar. I just watched this whole show the other day. So there's a 41-year-old person. Her name is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Yes.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is a doctor of psychology and sociology, I think, or something of that nature. Definitely psychology, one of those. Kind of her background, and I did some research on her background. Stem from, she's one of the life coaches on that MTV show Teen Moms.
Oh wow.
from my understanding, she does a lot of background work with different celebrities and personal psychologists for a lot of different celebrities. She's an author, but she's been virally famous, and a lot of people are really starting to figure out who she is based off of these certain podcasts that she's been on. She was on Nick Cannon's podcast, and the most viral videos of her recently was on when she was on our guy Cam's podcast. And in that podcast, number one, if you watch the whole thing, it's 2 hours, but it's worth every single minute.
Okay.
It's worth every single minute.
Okay.
In the substance of that podcast that her and Cam was talking, she talks a lot about high functionality versus low functionality.
Yes.
And that's in both men and women, right? I want to revert back to RP to the Godfather. What's his name? Samuel, right? What's his name?
Kevin Samuels. Yes.
Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels always kind of talked about high value versus low value, but her play is more so on high functioning versus low functioning. Damn, I think my goddamn light, one of my lights just went out. What the?
Oh wow.
But yeah, but that's what she was kind of talking about. So she went viral because in the video, she's telling Cam Newton that he created a lot of broken homes, right? And the reason why she said that he created a lot of broken homes was due to the simple fact. Hold on, C-Rob.
We talking about Dr. Bryant, who was on the Cam Newton podcast and also on Nick Cannon's podcast.
There you go. I had to fix my flashlight, my ring light. So she said Cam Newton basically has created a lot of broken homes based off of being a low functionality man or operating in low functionality at times. And there's a lot for this, but I just want to get the background. And one of the reasons why she said that is based off of Cam Newton has 8 children with 3 different women, right? And so when she talked about broken homes, she said if you have a blended family, you have a broken home, which was interesting because I kind of agree but disagree with that, but I get what she was saying because number one, this lady is very intelligent when she speaks.
Absolutely.
Very sophisticated, very intelligent, calm demeanor. She doesn't raise her voice. She knows how to articulate very well. And, you know, at the end of the day, she's a good-looking black woman. Let's just keep it a buck, right? So she mentioned that if you have a blended family, you have a broken home because she said at the end of the day, you're creating all these babies with these different women, but you're not able to be in these homes every single night as a full-time father, right? You're not able to be there to say, hey, I'm staying with my every last one of my children is going to wake up every morning and night, see me before every night they go to bed and wake up every morning. And she's like, and you continue to operate in that without, you know, creating an actual home. So, of course, Cam was on the defense with it as well. And before I finish that part, I'll kind of let you comment on it to share your thoughts, and I'll finish up my thoughts as well.
Now, this is valid. Thank you for that because I didn't see the full interview. I saw the clips. Based off the information you shared, bro, I don't agree with a blended family being a broken home because if you have a woman who has a son and the biological father isn't there for whatever the case may be, but then she meets a man that's not that child's biological father, they get married and they're together, and now this man is able to show this young boy what a man looks like, and he's able to treat the mother well. That's not a broken home to me, bro. That's a functional home.
I agree, and I can speak from that because I have a blended family, right? Obviously, I have a fiance. I'm getting married in a few months, but you know, I have a blended family because my fiance has a daughter. Now she's grown; she's a grown woman, you know. But at the same time, you know, I'm that father representation for her. Not to say her biological father isn't around because he is, but in this household, I'm that father for her. So that's why I don't agree that being a blended family is a broken home, because due to certain circumstances, blended families work the best for you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But where
Okay.
I do agree, hold on, but I agree with that. Go ahead and finish your part.
Okay. It was something you said, bro. When you said she was intelligent, I second that, because in the Nick Cannon clip that I saw, in the Cam Newton clip, or whatever, he was kind of cool from what I saw in that clip. But in the Nick Cannon clip, she was cooking that boy to a point where he was trying to make jokes. He was constantly interrupting her, like it was like he was breaking her down, man. Or excuse me, she was breaking him down.
Right.
Mogul, the question I have is, if you have eight different kids with three mothers
He said
of
he
those
wants
children.
more.
Okay, this is good. This is good. Oh man, this is good. You're able to provide financially, Mogul. Those kids live in the biggest houses. They're able to go to the best schools and all that, but you're not physically there because your time is broken up between multiple women. Is that a dysfunctional home?
Dysfunctional, no. But is it a broken home? Yes. Not
Explain that to me,
dysfunctional.
Mogul. Explain
Yeah,
it.
because dysfunctional can mean chaos. Dysfunctional can mean problems. Dysfunctional can mean issues where you're not getting along with either the children or one of your babies. So dysfunctional, no. Broken home, yes. Or even, instead of use the word broken, because that's such a hard word, I would even say incomplete. Let's use the word
I
incomplete,
like
right?
that. I like
Right.
that.
Because you mentioned Cam was kind of cool, but if you know Cam's demeanor from, and I watch a lot of his podcasts, Cam is usually always upbeat, but you could tell Cam was bothered by what she was saying. But because she was telling such the truth, he couldn't really have a comeback for anything, right? Uh, because one thing he mentioned was that, I'm in my children's life. And she said, Cam, absolutely. She said, she even gave him praise. She was like, I praise you for being a great father. I praise you for always being there for your children. I praise you for still being valuable in your. She's like, I praise you. But she said, but just because you're there for your children don't mean that you didn't build broken homes.
Mm.
Right? And it cut, like, when I say, like, it was so, this lady has a beautiful way of
Oh,
explaining things to where it cuts you, but you can't be mad because she's so respectful with it.
you got to deal with it.
Yeah,
You got to deal with it, Mogul.
right. So, I like to. I thought about it. I was like, man, I think the term incomplete homes is better, because at the end of the day, first of all, Cam Newton is what, 31, 32.
No, Mogul, he got to be older than that.
I don't.
Mogul,
I don't think. I don't think Cam ain't older than 35.
Cam Newton, I'll go there. Cam Newton got to be about 35,
Okay.
bro.
So let's say Cam is 35. At 35 years old, Cam, you have 8 children already. That is a lot of children. Cam Newton, I'm pretty sure he's financially well if he took care of his money,
Yeah, yeah.
right? But at the same time, Cam hasn't played in the NFL in what, 2 years?
Oh, but longer than that, Mogul.
Right?
Longer than that.
Right? 2 years. So you're not getting those big NFL checks at the same time. Now, granted, he might have took care of his money. He might have had some great businesses going on and all that. But at the same time, I don't care how rich you are. 8 children financially with that type of money that you make, you spending a lot of bread on those kids. Not only probably with child support, but also whatever schooling you got to pay for, whatever dynamic of sheltering these kids. That's a lot of bread. My whole thing that I didn't understand listening to Cam talk was like the ignorance to say, I want to have more children. And you just had a baby, right? But it's like, bro, you want to have more children, have multiple baby mamas. At some point, that's going to catch up to you, Cam.
Hold on, Mogul. And I just looked it up. Cam Newton's 35 years old, man.
Okay. Hold
So,
on. Let me
brother.
see what my boy Sam say. Depending on the child feels about the father not being there as much as the children may want him there for them.
Okay, then I have a question, Mogul. based off of what you said and what Dr. Bryant said with the incomplete
Right.
home. And I like that term, Mogul. Let me ask you this. A sports athlete, a professional sports athlete, Cam Newton, a basketball player, whoever you choose, he only has one mother of his children, but he's not able to be in that home every day because he's on the road traveling to city to get the money. Is that an incomplete home?
No, because where does he sleep when he does come home?
Okay, that's good. I like that.
Right. That's the difference. So Cam Newton just had a baby with that comedian Wash Jazzy. You know who that is?
I have no idea who she is, but go ahead, Mo.
She's a comedian. She's on some TV shows, like she's done some Tyler Perry shows. But she's pretty famous, right? Or she's pretty known. He just had a baby with her. That's his girlfriend now. And I think that baby is like a couple of months old.
Okay.
But listening to him talk when he said, I want more children, it sounds like, Cam, you want to get more baby mamas. It doesn't sound like you want to be able to say, let me make, because in the video too, and it's important to mention this, he said he has a fear of being married. So It doesn't sound like Cam is going to get married no time soon, right? Let's just say that. So, but it sounds like his perspective is the same. Let me procreate more children with different women, almost on some Nick Cannon type shit. And for me, when I heard that, that always kind of, look, you're a grown man, do what you want to do. But for me, that always kind of is like, what is wrong with these dudes? Just we want to have all these multiple children with multiple women. Like, it's weird a little bit, right?
Wait a minute, Mogul. Wait a minute. You just said that man is in a relationship with the lady that's on the comedian that's on the Tyler Perry show. What if he wants to have more children with that woman?
But
is he still immature, Mogul?
Listen, if he wants to have more children with her, that's fine. I'm not going to say it's immature if he wants to have more children with her. But from the way he spoke in the interview, he said in the interview he has a fear of being married because his fear of being divorced is bigger than being married. That's what he said. So because he has a bigger fear of being divorced, it doesn't sound like he wants to be married. But he said that he has 8 children. He said, here's the plot. I want more. Cam, if you don't necessarily marry, let's just talk logical here, C-Rob. If you don't necessarily marry this woman, she's your girlfriend or your baby mama. What happens when y'all break up, or if y'all break up? Most likely, you probably won't have a baby with her. But you said you want more children. So if y'all end up breaking up and you want more children, who you guys are gonna have babies with?
Okay. What if he says, I want to have more children, but I'm gonna only have more children with the women that I already have children with? Is he immature?
So you mean to tell me he gonna go back and spin the block and have more children with those 3 women?
Yes.
Is that possible? Yes, but I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. And the reason why I highly doubt that is because if that's the case, why not have all your babies with one or the 2 first women that you had children with, or have all your babies with the 1 person that you had most of your children with?
Okay. What if when he had children with that woman, after a period of time, he realized that woman was extremely stupid. He realized that woman was a mistake to procreate with, and he doesn't want to have children with that woman anymore. Is he mature?
So what that means, C-Rob, is that he's still procreating with a lot of different women, which is kind of weird. It's like on some Nick Cannon type shit. You don't think Nick Cannon is a little bit weird? The way he continues to have all these babies with different women? You don't think
I'm answering that.
That's a little bit strange, C-Rob?
I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't do it. I prefer to have all my children with one woman, but I've never seen the type of money Nick Cannon has or the type of access that he has, so I can't call him weird.
That I don't think money has nothing to do with it.
Oh, yes, it does, Mo.
Listen,
yes, it does.
Okay, listen, hold on. The mentality doesn't have nothing to do with money. I'm talking about the mentality. Now, obviously, the physical part, the monetized part, you're able to take care of these people, take care of all these multiple children, so you don't care, right? But I'm talking about the mentality. You don't think the mentality is weird to say this has nothing to do with money? You don't think the mentality is weird to say I want to have 13 kids with 9 different women?
Mogul.
You don't
No,
you don't you don't think that's weird to just say every girlfriend I get, I'm going to get pregnant?
that's weird because
But
you added something
but
extra.
that's what
But before that,
that's what
no,
basically
Mogul.
Nick Cannon does.
Mogul, and you gotta connect the money to the mentality, bro. Bro, the money helps to change the mentality. Mogul. Now again, before I say this, I'm a man that's like, hey man, I don't believe in spreading my seed everywhere. My seed is valuable, so I'm gonna keep it in one place. But if I have the money, the finances, access, I have private jets to where I can have a child over here, a child over here, a child over here, and I have the means to get to these children, that's not necessarily weird.
Right. I don't care how
I
much
don't
money.
champion it, but it's not
I don't
weird.
care how much money you got. Money doesn't equate time, bro.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
so it doesn't matter. Money is only to monetize to say, let me buy my children what they need. That's what Dr. Cheyenne was saying. So that's why I think money plays a part as far as being able to say I can buy my children whatever they want. But money doesn't equate to the matter of time to be able to take care and be there for my children. Nick Cannon has what, 10 fucking kids with how many
I think
different baby
12.
mamas?
I think is it 10 or 12?
Okay, it's above 10. We can agree to that. But
Mhm.
wait, that is weird. I don't care how much money you got. You can't hop on a private jet to go see all your kids in one day. You can't. And then on top of that, keep in mind, you talk about money, the more children you have, guess what you got to do more of?
What's that?
You got to work. The more children Nick Cannon got, the more he got to work. The more you got to work,
I don't know that to be
you
necessarily
know, that's
true.
common sense.
I don't know that to be
So how
necessarily true, bro.
is he taking care of these children if he's not working his ass off?
I mean, no, that's just his personality, or that's just who he is. He works. But Mogul, if he's sitting, let's just say Nick Cannon, and I don't know this man's money, this is another man, I don't care. But for the sake of this conversation, I'm gonna just say this. Let's say Nick Cannon's sitting on 500 mil. He can take care of 12 kids financially, bro. He don't have to work more. He don't have to do a spinoff to Wild and Out. He doesn't have to shoot Drumline Part 3. He's good, bro. He can use the money that he already has to financially take care of those children. Now, being there, like you said, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. Them kids gonna need more than FaceTime. Them kids gonna need more than a weekend of seeing their daddy. But the financial part, bro, I don't think he has to take on a second job. Nick Cannon will be all right,
I'm
bro.
not saying Nick Cannon has to take on a second job. What I'm trying to say, okay, so put it like this, Rob. You mentioned if Nick Cannon has 500 million. Do you think 500 million is just easily accumulated like that, or do you think you have to work your ass off for it?
He was putting the work in before he had kids, bro.
Bro, you're missing what I'm saying here, bro. What I'm asking you, regardless if you put in the work before you had kids or after you have kids, to accumulate $500 million, to your point, which doesn't happen over a 10-year period, what doesn't happen over a 5-year period. $500 million is a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Jay-Z's 50-something years old, and he just became a billionaire not too long ago. So what I'm asking you is that, do you think to accumulate that much money, you don't have to work your ass off?
Yeah, absolutely you do. Now,
Okay,
I've never made 500 mil, so I'll assume you do. Yes.
Okay, so regardless of how much money you made, what I'm trying to say is that in order to even accumulate that amount of money, you have to work your ass off.
Yeah.
When you're working your ass off like that to accumulate a net worth of 500 million, You think you got time to really give a damn about some kids or be there for them?
Wait a minute. Let me process what
Go,
you're saying.
go
If you
process that real quick, because I got the answer for you.
if you made you said if you made 500
If
million,
you accumulated a net worth of $500 million and you
yes,
had 12 children,
yes,
you think you got time to really give a damn and be there for them damn children when you're trying to keep?
yes. With Mogul with
Rob, you
half a
crazy,
billion,
bro. You're
with
you're
half a billion,
you're crazy, bro.
Mogul,
You're crazy.
Mogul, Mogul. I'm gonna just use Nick Cannon. I'm gonna use Nick Cannon as an
I don't think you
example. I'm gonna use Cam.
understand how much money that is, C. Rob.
Yeah, for half a billion.
So
I've never seen it
so
before.
so 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 half a billy to accumulate a network of half a billy doesn't happen overnight. If you have
Absolutely not.
12 children, you got to pick and choose. Am I focused on building this network, or am I focused on all these damn children I have?
Mogul, I think once you reach 500 billion, excuse, 500 million, if you wanted to, bro, you could put some things in cruise control. You can move all them women,
But
all
listen
them
to what you
children
just
into one
said.
house.
You said once you reach it. In order for you to reach it, you got to work it. You can't work. You can't work at the same time to hit 500 million and take care of 12 children or
Okay,
be there for 12 children. It's
okay.
impossible.
Let me say this, Mogul. Now again, I don't know this man's money. I don't know, but I know he owns the majority of Wild 'N Out, and that's a very successful show. I'm going to assume he has 100 million. Again, I don't know this man's money. If he wanted to
Google
stop,
it. You can Google it. You can Google his network.
if he wanted to stop and let Wild 'N Out and all his other businesses or whatever, let Drumline, just do what it does, and he wanted to focus on his children, he can move
I don't
all
think
them
Nick Cannon
women.
has accumulated the wealth to stop working right now. I don't think Nick Cannon has accumulated that type of wealth to stop working where 12 children are going to be good for the rest of their lives.
I think he has. We're just greedy. We're just naturally greedy
You
people,
you
bro.
can Google his network, but I seriously don't think. See, I don't think you understand, bro. Nick Cannon is he's rich. We all know he's rich, but I don't think Nick Cannon is wealthy. There's a difference between rich and wealthy. Nick Cannon ain't wealthy. He ain't no billionaire. Nick Cannon is rich. Nick Cannon hasn't. I don't think Nick Cannon has a network to say if he stopped working today, 12 children are going to be good for the rest of their lives.
Mogul, according to theroot.com, these days Nick Cannon makes about 100 million a year, largely through projects that go through his production company. Mogul,
See, Rob,
if Nick
don't
Cannon,
talk to me. Don't talk to me about. See, this is what business coming in. Don't talk to me about what he gross a year. What is his net profit? What is his net worth?
okay, Nick Cannon's net worth in 2024 is an estimated 50 million.
His net
Okay,
worth is 50 million. Now let's talk about net worth, because I'm gonna break business down for everybody else on here too. Let's talk about net worth. You know, because your net worth is 50 million, that doesn't mean that's 50 million cash. You know that, right? Net worth is your houses. Net worth is your insurance plans. Net worth is your properties. Net worth is your business. Net worth is all those things accumulated. That doesn't mean you have $50 million cash in the bank.
okay.
So like I said, Nick Cannon has 12 children. And 12 children, you have a certain lifestyle that you got to provide for these 12 rich kids. Right?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me finish this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me read this. I'm a businessman, me and a successful one, and barely just see my wife. Once I have kids, impossible to have a lifestyle stability and still have time to. Sam, thank you. So here's what I'm saying. So he has a net worth of 50 million. That doesn't mean he has 50 million cash, right? Nick Cannon, if he stops today, that net worth to take care of 12 children until they're at least 18, 21, 22, let's say they get through college, Nick Cannon will go broke.
I disagree. I disagree. I
Nick
disagree.
Cannon doesn't live on a $50,000, $40,000 salary, C-Rob. Think about it. Each kid alone, for Nick Cannon lifestyle and the lifestyle he provides his kids with 12 children, Nick Cannon alone probably spends a year itself a couple of $1 million on each child just for the lifestyle of living for the child and the parents themselves. Think about that, C-Rob. This man got to work his ass off to be able to provide for those kids still. He
Okay, so
don't
let
got
me.
time to work and build up a network while worrying about those children. That's a part of the incomplete broken home. And I know I'm going off, but this is like I'm trying to make a point. But this is part of like that broken homes incomplete stuff because guess who got to be there for them children 24/7?
Oh, the mothers. That's why
Exactly.
bro, they got to be retired. They got to be
Exactly.
retired. Mogul, I have a question. Based off of netting 50 million a year, if you just had to guess, let's just ballpark, how much would you say boys bring home off that 50 million?
His network, he doesn't net 50 million. That's his network. That means at the end of the day, the way you evaluate what is Nick Cannon's worth by the time he died, if he died tomorrow, the worth of his life and his value is at 50 million. That's what net worth means. If you're asking me what Nick Cannon probably got cash in the bank or what he probably net from his businesses and everything, I'll probably say Nick Cannon probably made if his businesses do 100 million gross, you got to think about taxes. You got to think about the employees that he pay out. You got to do all that. So let's just cut that in half. Let's say 50 million is gone just off of that alone, right? In order for the business to run. Nick Cannon probably brings home a year, if I'm going to guess, anywhere between 20 to 25 million.
Oh my God. So off of 20 to 25 million. And Sam, okay, Sam is saying probably 5 to 10.
And
Okay, all right, Sam.
that could be the thing too.
Sam, and Mogul, y'all run businesses. Off of let's go on the high end, what Mogul said. Off of 25 million, if I buy one big house, move all the mothers of my children in that house. No, Mogul. No, no, no.
Now you
No, no,
just
no.
talking crazy. If you buy
No, no,
one,
no.
so hold on. You go buy. Go ahead. Let me let you get off. Go ahead. Go.
If I buy one big, and this is where I got you. A big
No, you
house
don't.
to me, yes I do, yes I do. A big house to me and a big house to Nick Cannon are two different things, bro. So if I'm Nick Cannon, or if I'm just any man,
No, no,
and I make and
no.
I
Stick with
bring
Nick
home,
Cannon. Nick
and
Cannon,
I
you
bring
buy one big house and what else?
and I bring home 25 million, and I say, hey, I'm gonna buy one big house with I don't know how many rooms. I'm moving all the mothers of my children there, and I'm moving all my children in this house. Can I take care of this one household that has many different wings for the mothers of my children and the children? Can I take care of this house with 25 million while Wilding Out is in syndication, while Incredible Productions is still processing and making movies,
See,
while
Rob.
Drumline 2 and 3 are being made and all that.
See, Rob.
While I still have ownership in Nickelodeon or VH1, whatever the case may be, can I take care of this one household?
You want me to respond to that?
Yes. And you too, Sam. I'm waiting to hear from you, Sam.
See,
Go
Rob.
ahead, Mogul.
See, Rob. This is you, my guy. But this is
No,
where your reality just be out the window, bro.
no, sir. No,
Hold
sir.
on, hold on. Can you Google how many? Can you Google how many baby mamas Nick Cannon got? Real quick, can
Absolutely.
somebody
Absolutely.
Google how many baby mamas Nick Cannon got?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna play it
Absolutely.
on with C. Rob's crazy possibility or scenario.
Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
He has how
But
many children with how many baby moms?
okay. Oh, okay. How many?
So
Go ahead, Mogul. I'm listening.
okay. So let's just say until y'all give me the. Let's just say hypothetically. Let's say he has 10 children, 10 baby mamas, or 8 or 9 baby mamas, right? You mean to tell me, based off of your logic, these women who don't even know each other like that are all going to take their children, live in one house
Yes.
until their kids are either out of high school or graduated college and just get and be one big happy family and get along?
Mogul. Yes.
Siraj,
Yes.
what world do you live in?
Mogul. I don't live in Nick
Listen,
Cannon's
hold on.
world, bro.
Siraj, if that was the case already, you don't think Nick Cannon would have been suggested that? If they would have done that?
Mogul, he probably don't want to deal with all them women, bro. What are you talking
These
about?
women don't even want to deal with each other. That's why this logic is crazy. What you're
No,
talking
it's not.
about?
No, it's
Yes,
not, Mogul.
Siraj, these women,
Mogul.
most of these baby mamas probably don't even rock with each other.
Mogul.
They don't,
Mogul.
they don't even know each other.
Can I say something, Mogul? Nick Cannon has 6 different women and 12 children with these women.
Six.
I guarantee you, if Nick Cannon bought one big house that had a couple wings and he said, hey, look, ladies, you don't have to work anymore. I'm going to put you on different salaries. I'm going to put you on salaries. I'm going to make you employees of my business. So I'm going to get these tax write-offs and move all the children in here so I can spend as much time as I possibly
And
can.
guess what the women gonna tell them? Guess what the
What?
women gonna tell them? The
What?
women gonna either ask them, "Do you need to get a psychic evaluation?" Or they gonna curse him out, or they gonna look at him like he's just plain dumb,
No,
stupid.
sir. No,
Nick,
sir. No, sir.
see, Rob, that logic is so far beyond. I can't even believe we're entertaining this logic of yours, bro.
That's a village. That's a village.
That's
Mogul.
not a village that's not a village that they get along or know each other like that.
Mogul. Some of these women may be like, oh, my child will have all his or her siblings all in one room,
No,
all in
I,
one house.
these bro. I can almost. I don't know Nick Cannon personally. Obviously, we're talking hypothetically, but I can almost guarantee you, all of Nick Cannon's baby mamas don't get along or don't even know all of his children.
You're
I can
assuming,
almost
bro.
guarantee you, all of Nick Cannon's children don't even know their own siblings.
You're assuming. We don't. How can we
I
know
know
that,
this for
bro?
a fact. I remember I was watching Nick Cannon on the interview. They asked him to name all 12 of his kids, and he got like 2. And his baby mama went on Twitter and called his ass out. I
Now
know
that's
that
nuts.
much.
Now that's
That's
nuts.
not
You got to know your
nuts. That's
children.
what happened though.
It's nuts. You got to know your children.
Okay,
You got.
so Nick Cannon can't even remember the name of all of his children.
Okay, that's
You think that
nuts.
these women finna be like one big kumbaya family and let's all live in one big house together like we're back in 1964 or something? Give me a
If
break, C-Rob.
if one man has the power and the finances to do it, it's Nick Cannon. Yes, Nick pays $3 million annually in child support for his 12 children. Man, he could put them all in one home, and
So,
figure it out, bro.
all right, so we're gonna be on the point. So, like I said, Nick Cannon is rich, but Nick Cannon doesn't have the wealth. If he stopped working today, that those kids are set for the rest of their lives.
Sam, I have a question for you, Sam. And Mogul, you can answer this too. Based off of what you looked up, Sam, Nick Cannon pays $3 million annually in child support. Let's just say Nick Cannon is bringing in the $25 million. Um, if he was to put his business on autopilot, I don't know his businesses. I'm speaking out of turn, but I see Wilding Out a lot, so that's his syndication. And let's just say he's able to bring in $20 million a year. Can he comfortably pay this $3 million in child support and still be cool? If he stopped working today
No,
and kept every, go
no,
ahead, Mo.
because just because you pay $3 million in child support doesn't mean the money stops there. Think about it. Think about this, C-Rob. The average kid for an average working 9 to 5 American, the average kid to raise a kid from the time they are born until they go to college is over 200,000. I think the last time the number showed 225,000.
Yes.
That's for like guys like you and me, right?
Yes.
Think
Yes.
about that. That's 225,000. Would you say that's a lot of money? Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So Nick Cannon's value in his net worth. How much you think that for him to raise his average kid is? One kid alone.
I can't even imagine,
If you,
bro. I
but I
don't know.
just gave you, just guess. Give a number. I gave you what the average value is to raise a kid from they're born from an average 9 to 5 person until they're 18 years old. My guy Sam is 225,000. What do you think it is for a guy like Nick Cannon?
I'm a guess and say $750,000.
That's it.
Mogul, I don't know. I don't live in this
That
world, Mogul. So I'm
see,
guessing.
I'm,
That's I don't know.
I'm starting at least $1 million a kid.
Okay, okay, okay,
I'm sorry, because you're going to send this kid to the best schools.
okay.
This kid is going to have the best type of clothing, the best type of lifestyle. The overhead of this kid is going to be amazing. This kid is going to this kid is going to drive the best type of car.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, what do you
Okay,
mean? Okay,
go
and
ahead,
and
go
then
ahead.
you also got to keep this in mind, bro. Nick Cannon probably don't have to worry about finances except for maybe 2 of his children because their mother's Mariah Carey. The rest of Nick
Okay,
Cannon's baby mamas are wilding out girls.
okay. I didn't know
Fucking
that.
break here. They're
Okay,
wilding out girls.
that he's probably getting tax deductible because they're employees. They're employees of Wildin' Out. You do
Yeah,
business
yeah,
and
he
you know
getting
this,
tax deductible, all right. He need to stop taxing that ass. That's what he need to stop doing.
man. But I'll say this, Mogul. I think that there are ways to get around some of the things you named. He don't have to put them kids in like the top of the line cars. He don't have to put them kids in the top of the line clothes. So a lot of that is just preference. He
No,
can get around that if
you're
he
talking
wanted
from
to.
your perspective.
That
They're not rich.
absolutely. But I'm saying if he wanted to, I've heard like rich
Oh, Sam
people.
made a good point. Don't forget the woman's lifestyle. Because
Okay,
they ain't working.
that's good. That's good. I believe we kind of touched on this before, pause. But at the end of the day, whatever he's paying those children in in child support, which is life support, I do think that those women can live off of that and take care of that child if they wanted to. If they
Mm-mm,
wanted to scale back.
mm-mm,
Because let me say this.
mm-mm.
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes, sir.
no.
I've
Because
heard.
if you're gonna stay consistent, because you will have a problem if the average woman is living off the child support that you're giving to your child instead of that money going directly for child support. See, that's where you can't switch it up. You got to stay consistent here, my G. In the everyday average person, child support goes to the child, right? So if
Absolutely.
a woman is taking that child support money and spending it on her, you will be pissed off.
No, 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 no. If she's taking it and spending it on her only, yes. But if she's taking
Well, see,
that,
that's what I mean. What else do I mean?
okay, my fault. I misheard you.
Right.
If she's spending it on her, yes. But if she's taking that and taking care of her and my child, we good. So check this out, Mogo. I'm gonna use myself as an example. Let's say I'm popping. Christopher B. Robinson is popping, and I'm paying a woman $150,000 a year in child support. My children aren't known like that. This woman should be able to take care of herself and my child off of that $150,000. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Sure. Do you think $150,000 in today's economy is a lot of money?
Yes. And I'm going to say yes. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out, Mogul. I'm going to say yes because of the way I spend money. I'm not going off of the average person spending money.
If you're
I'm going
a
off of how.
single person, absolutely, $150,000 is great money. I don't want to shit on that. But if you're a person who has a child, right?
Yes.
And let's say, first of all, let's say if you're paying $150,000 in child support, you got to have some type of bread,
You lit.
right?
You lit.
So I'm not going to take that. But keep in mind, the little you are, the little your lifestyle is, see, Rob, that's what you keep missing. You if you have a baby mama, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you're a millionaire, and
Yeah.
y'all break up and she have children, her lifestyle doesn't stop from being that, bro. Her lifestyle is still here. That's what child support is all about. You got to continue to fund that certain lifestyle.
But if she I get you. But if she wanted to scale back, let's say she was smart with money and she's like, look, I don't
But
need all
why?
this.
But why would she
Mogul.
scale back? You taking care of everything. You big trick daddy dollars. You taking care of it.
Every woman don't look at it like that, bro. Every woman don't look at it like that, Mogul. if that woman was conscious enough to say, you know what, I'm getting $150,000 a year. I got a baby daddy or a child's father who's lit. I'm getting $150,000 a year. I'm gonna scale back to where I don't have to work, and I can take this 150,000 and take care of this child, be grateful, and kind of stay out the way. She can make it work, bro. But if that woman wants to maintain the lifestyle of Chanel bags and driving the top of the line cars and
But why
all
wouldn't
this and
she?
going to the
That's where she
parties,
comes from.
yes, mogul, that's what she comes from. But if she wanted to scale back and make that 150 work and work with that man, she can. Every
Sirab,
woman,
you,
every woman's not trying to
Sirab,
destroy a man, bro.
Sirab. Listen, bro. I think I think what you're missing is that we all talk from our own perspective, but I think you talk so much from your perspective. You're not
Absolutely.
looking at the truth of reality. The truth of reality is this: Nick Cannon's. Let's just get back to Nick Cannon's baby mamas. Nick Cannon he got a couple of Wild 'N Out girls pregnant.
There we go.
These Wild 'N Out girls probably make $200-300 an episode, whatever they
Oh
make. They
wow.
don't make that much money, right?
Mm.
I don't know how much. I'm just saying hypothetically. I know they don't make. I know a few Wild 'N Out girls, and they still broke in real life. So let me just say this: they don't make that much. What they get, a lot of it is from publicity. They get to be on a TV show. They get their Instagram pop or whatever, right? So let's just say hypothetically, a Wild 'N Out girl makes $200, $300, $400 an episode, right? It's not a
Yeah.
lot of money, right? Especially after taxes and all that, right? She gets pregnant by Nick Cannon,
Mm-hmm.
the rich multi-millionaire. Her lifestyle now goes from making $400 an episode to saying, I drive in a very nice foreign car.
Yeah.
I got Chanel purses. I take private jets, first class trips. I got a nice, expensive, multi-million-dollar condo or house. And my baby daddy is Nick Cannon. He's not married, so now I got to put Nick Cannon on child support, right?
Yeah.
You think she's going to come to Nick Cannon and be like, Nick, let me scale back because the money you giving me, I can do more with it.
Depending on the thought process of that woman, yes.
I just told you where she comes from.
Mogul.
You think she gonna go back to that type of lifestyle?
No,
Logically,
mogul.
just logically speaking.
No, mogul. Let me say this: if you're making $300 an episode of Wild 'N Out, which airs once a week, which means you make it $300 a week, and you have a baby by Nick Cannon, and now you getting $150,000 a year. If you're logical and if you're a cool lady, you'll work with that.
Nick Cannon, she
$150,000 a
probably
year.
drives a car that's worth more than $150,000 now. See, Rob?
Okay, mogul, but at the end of the day, let's just say if she decides to scale back, $150,000 a year is not going back to $300 a week, bro.
See, Rob, but her lifestyle is not worth 100. Her lifestyle is more. Then you got to include a kid, a self. You got to include the kid itself. See, Rob?
Absolutely.
That's more than 150,000. She's not scaling her life back.
Man,
life.
Man, I'm gonna say this, mogul. In these type of situations, bro, if the woman is willing to work with that man and not crack him over the head, you'll get everything you need and more, bro. And that's real.
Yeah, but that's you. That's you speaking good existence. Like I said, bro,
Absolutely.
I told you this the last time. Your kindness outweighs your reality sometimes. The
Absolutely.
reality part about it is that all these women that Nick Cannon got babies with, I'm not gonna say all of them, but let's just say majority of them, that's a come up for them. That's a come up.
Sam, I'm talking 150,000 a year.
Sam, he tripping,
not a month,
bro.
A month is crazy.
Sam, he tripping, bro.
Sam, a month is crazy. 150,000 a year.
E-Rob.
You got one child from me, man.
E-Rob, you
I
bugging.
saw. This isn't a topic, and we don't have to go crazy with it. But I saw something where Tyrese was like, man, my ex-wife gets $80,000 a month on an 8-month-old. This child support is crazy, bro. And the thing I'm saying is, and I know we kind of
Okay.
went all over the place.
So think about that. And this is Tyrese's ex-wife.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon only been married once. So you think all these multiple girlfriends that he got babies with ain't eating more than the 80K a month?
Let me process your question. You're asking me if the girlfriends of Tyrese that have children with him, are they making more than $80,000 a month?
You don't think they eating off of more than 80K a month?
If they have more than one child, probably. But I don't know how many children he has.
Tyrese only got what, 2?
I would assume so.
Yeah, Tyrese. I think Tyrese only got 2 children. But long story short, C-Rod, what I'm trying to say this: Nick Cannon, is he wealthy? I mean, he's not wealthy, but is he rich? Yes. Can he afford child support? Yes. Can he afford to take care of 2 our children? Yes. But what I'm telling you is this: if Nick Cannon stopped working today, and if Cannon never decides to work again for the rest of his life, he would not be able to function and take care of 12 children. Only children he probably don't have to worry about is the ones Mariah Carey got, because Mariah Carey got more bread than Nick Cannon, right?
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, it is dysfunctional. It is dysfunctional as a man to have 12 children with, what we said, 6 baby mamas,
yes, or
8 children with 3 baby mamas, knowing that at the end of the day, you're not creating a family environment from that. Okay. Or let me not say, you're creating an incomplete family environment from that. And the only thing that you know that you have backing you is money. And one thing we know about money comes and money goes.
Absolutely.
Mike Tyson once made $300 million a fight, and Mike Tyson went broke 1 point.
Mike Tyson don't have Wildin' Out going in syndication. And this is not a slight at Mike Tyson, because I don't want no issues with you, brother.
Money comes and money goes. There's been billionaires that lost it all. There's been we've seen history of it. Nick Cannon is no one special to say it can't happen to him. Okay. As a matter of fact, you remember when Nick Cannon, damn near, you talk about Wildin' Out, you remember when them Jews took Wildin' Out from Nick Cannon?
They didn't take it. No, Mogul, you're wrong. They didn't take it from him, bro. He still owned 51%. They took it off of MTV and VH1 and all that.
That's what I mean. C-Rob, hold on. You see, this is what I'm missing me. That's what I'm saying, C-Rob. They took it from him. So it wasn't on MTV anymore. So regardless if you own 51%, you can own 51% of nothing. Your platform is MTV that allows you to make money off of that 51%. If you don't have the platform, how you making money? You own 51% of shit. Are we on? Am I wrong or am I right here?
No, you're 100% right.
So when they took that from him, what was Nick Cannon doing? He got fired from a TV show. He got fired from America's Got Talent. What was Nick Cannon doing? I'm not trying to say Nick Cannon wasn't making money, but what was Nick Cannon doing?
I don't think he was chilling, but I mean, a lot of his big shows weren't on TV.
Right. So that goes to show you why I'm making a point to say money can come and money can go. I just gave you 2 examples of where his probably biggest profits of incomes. One is Wildin' Out that you mentioned, and America's Got Talent. When they both taken from him, he wasn't making money from them.
Absolutely.
Money can come, money can go. Nick Cannon is not bulletproof from that.
Absolutely. But I will say this in closing. I think a true hustler that Nick Cannon has shown to be, as far as executive producing shows on Nickelodeon when he was in high school, I think he'll always figure it out. So if he wanted to scale back and move his 6 the 6 women that he got pregnant in one big old house and move his 12 children in there, I believe he could make it work if he wanted to, and he could stop working right now and let Wildin' Out do what he does. Bro.
This ain't no reality TV show. This ain't MTV, the real world, bro. Life doesn't work like that. That's not gonna happen. The women
This
don't know
guy
each other.
Mike.
Be taking 12 kids to live with each other. They don't know each other. Mariah definitely ain't moving in that damn house.
Oh, now, Mogul. First of all, Mogul. Exclude Mimi from. Okay, that makes it even better, bro. And we don't have to go crazy with it. Now I only have to worry about moving 5 women into this home because Mimi got it covered, bro. Mimi got her situation covered, bro. She's not moving in this home, bro. So now that makes it easier for me because now I only have to get 5 women on the same page, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
You think 5 women are gonna live together and get along with 10 children? You're
If
more
they're being
delusional than ever, bro.
if they're being funded and they want to keep the peace and keep the money flow up coming and maybe get more than what they asking for, I guarantee you
But
they
Nick
figure
Cannon's
it
just
out,
gonna
my
be
brother.
on some serious pimp shit, huh?
If there's anybody that can do it,
we gonna
it's
we
Nick
gonna
Cannon.
we gonna end on that one.
Absolutely. Mogul. I
This was
think
a
we
good
could
show.
Mogul. We might have gave the people
Yeah,
something,
this
bro.
was a good show, man. Good show, man.
Mogul.
I ain't gonna lie, I was tired. I was like, man, my boy C-Rock gonna have to carry us, but this was a good show, man.
Hey man,
Yo,
hey man.
appreciate everybody tuning in. Sam, what up, man? Hope
Sam,
everything's good, Brody.
appreciate your participation,
Yeah,
bro. Appreciate your
man.
participation, bro.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
end it on this one, C-Rock. Good stuff. You got any final statements? Any final closings?
Man, Mogul, I'm good, man. Just pray for all the educators who are going into these schools and they're trying to educate these children, but they run into roadblocks because these children aren't being raised properly and they don't have respect for anything. And the people who are going into these schools spending their own money on treats for your children, spending their own money on supplies from their room for your children, they're the ones being disrespectful. Give an extra prayer for them special ed teachers that are walking into war every day. And I don't mean to use the term war for, I don't want to offend anybody who's actually been in war, but just for a lack of better terms, man, you got these special ed teachers walking into war every day and being asked to work miracles, man. Pray for all your educators, man. And I just want everything to be peaceful. If I could have this world be a non-violent world, I would, but that's not reality, man. Just pray for your loved ones, man. Pray for the women, protect the women. The women should not be having to go in here and deal with teenage boys, man. And I stand on that. Yeah.
Gotcha. And R.I.P.
Yeah.
to Mariah's sister mom. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Rest in
Absolutely.
peace to that.
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
man. Appreciate it, bro.
Mogul, I love you, bro.
Salute,
I
man.
love you,
Love you
bro.
too, fam. Till next
Man,
week.
and the rest of y'all, thank you for joining us. Y'all take care. We'll see you next week, man. H-Town all day.